All right, here we go. And we're back. And thank you. Or hey there, everybody. I forgot my own little intro. Jeebus. Welcome to another Around 30 Minutes. I'm kind of nervous. I got a big deal here. I got a special guest here tonight. I got Mr. T2Rx6. I got Justin here tonight. How you doing, fella?
I'm well, and I'm certainly not a big deal, Matthew. So
Come on.
don't
You're a big
uh
deal.
don't over exaggerate me.
You're a big deal to me, man. Look at all
Well,
that
thank you.
Dragon Ball Z up
You're
behind
a
you.
big deal to me too, Matt. So
That's cool. So, how you doing and all this stuff? How's the family? Did y'all have a good Christmas and everything? Or good
yeah, I
holidays?
mean it's been pretty good. Some people may know, some may not. Had a bout of sickness with my infant daughter, so that was
Yeah.
no fun. But she's doing well, and everybody else is doing well. So that
Good.
cold ripped through the family. One of those holiday sicknesses that
Oh.
keeps on giving. So.
So everybody got it. Oh, that sucks,
Yeah,
man.
everyone got it in one way or another. So,
That sucks. Well, I'm glad everything worked out and everything, and y'all are doing all right. Got any plans for tonight for New Year's? Y'all do anything as a family?
probably sit in my bed and watch the New Year's show, and that's about it. So,
Yeah, me
how
too.
about you? What do you got going on?
Um, that's it. I haven't even talked to Lisa about what if we're gonna do anything. We don't go out. I mean, I don't go clubbing. I buy Transformers. So
Yeah,
we'll probably
understandable.
maybe rent a movie or something. That's something come out or something, or all that stuff. Are you? Do you have Netflix? Do you watch any Netflix or anything?
Of course, of course.
Have you seen the Bird Box or Bird
I
Chicken Box or
I
whatever?
I have. Did you see it?
Yeah, we watched it the other night.
I was underwhelmed. I don't know how you felt about it. Like I felt there was no payoff to the movie.
Thank you. What really pisses me off is they didn't explain where they're from or what they're doing there for, and I halfway I looked over and I was like, they're not gonna tell us, are they? She's like,
Yeah, so I
no.
get it. I get it. Like you want some kind of mystery about the monsters and stuff, and like I get
Yeah,
that, but like I need some kind of explanation, a little bit at
at
least, for like
least yes,
why did the guy looking at the computer screen? Why was he affected? But like
yeah,
like why can't they come in the house?
yeah.
Like
And
what stopped them from doing that?
why are the birds? Were the birds really? I mean, the birds would tell you they're there, but were there
Yeah,
really anything else to it?
yeah,
Like
exactly. Like the in the end, the bird box itself was kind of a moot
pointless.
point,
I was like,
and
man,
yeah, and like I think I was watching it with Bedell,
but
and I turned to her jokingly in like the first like 30 minutes when you get the revelation of like you have to look at it to see it. I'm like, well, the blind people have it made, and then that's how the thing.
yeah.
I mean, sorry,
No, it's like,
spoilers, but like,
so why? And then why the crazy people didn't,
right?
kill
No
themselves?
explanation on
And
that. They're just like, well, they're criminally insane. I'm like, I need some kind of more. I need
yeah,
something more to this. Like, this is not as good as you made it out to sound.
but you know what? They got us. They
Yeah,
got us
they
because
got us. We
I
all
think it got
watched.
like 45 million views, like the first 7 days or something, or
Yeah,
5
it's
days.
ridiculous.
So I mean, they got us. Everybody was interested. I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't terrible, but like I said, halfway through it, I looked at Lisa. I was like, they're not going to tell us. I know they're
Yeah,
not going to tell us. I'm just like, God dang. But I like the premises of it. I like what they did
yeah,
with it. And I thought, Sandra Bullock did a good job. She's still hot. I would, do like probably things to her still. But and I love the memes. I don't know if you've seen the turtle memes with her and all that stuff. And
I have seen a couple. I haven't seen that one. So,
it's hilarious. She's Donatello, and she's got the turtle behind
oh,
the
you
other
know what? I
thing.
did see that. That
It's
was
like, come
pretty
on,
funny.
man. But that's
Yeah,
funny. Yeah. But yeah, it was, and I just got Netflix. We were, kind of, borrowing it from somebody, but she,
pretty much everyone is.
yeah, but she kicked it, she turned it off. So we turned it on the other night when we couldn't get on. We was like, damn it. And then I went and got it. I paid for it. So we would get them free or something anyways. But
Yeah.
do you like have you seen uh, oh, what's the Black Mirror? Do you watch that?
I have not. I've heard good things about the TV show, and now there's a movie, right?
Yeah, the
So
movie where you kind
I
of
haven't seen that yet, but I've heard enough people say that it's good that
the
it's
series is
probably
good. I think
something
it's
to
something
check
you would
out.
like. I think it's something you and Bedell would like. I think it's weird, but it's kind of it's weird. Like it makes you think about stuff weird.
Yeah, we'll
So I
have to
think
give
you'll
it a
like
go
it.
sometime. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and the movie is like interaction. Like you can choose what his destiny or whatever he does. So it's pretty cool. You have to use the game like I use my Xbox for it because you have to tell it what to do and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
anyways, let's get back to we could talk about that anyway. But let's get back to everybody knows that you collect Transformers things. So is there other lines that you collect? Like I see Dragon Ball behind you and everything. And
Yep. I mean, that's probably most of it at this point.
Transformers, Dragon Ball.
I got these things. I mean, I do the Bucky O'Hares, but
Okay, nice.
this is kind of it. I kind of want to review it, like because I haven't done a review for
We'll
so
get to
long.
that. We'll get to that. Don't worry.
Just not even very good, to be honest with you. This particular one, but the rest of them are a lot of fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So like really the Dragon Ball figure arts, and that's about it that I can think of that I actively collect.
Yeah. What about Ghostbusters?
No, not really. I mean, if something kind of cool comes up, I think I would get it. But like, I mean, I can flip it around here. Like, it's pretty much done the display. Like I don't really need anything else there. So
Nice.
yeah, I mean, it's not really something that I'm actively collecting. And
Yeah.
I know Mezco has the movie figures, but like I don't need them. I have the Blitzway ones.
Yeah,
So
that's true. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. All right. So, as far as collecting, do you see an end game to it? Do you you're going to be like, I have the perfect collection I need. I'm done. Do you see that coming around anytime soon?
It's kind of hard to say, I guess, because like I feel like we're getting there with Transformers. Like as cool as Siege and stuff is, like I'm past the point of just buying stuff to buy stuff.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like once I have the definitive version of my MP stuff, which is over on that wall, like a lot of it. Like once I feel like that's done, like I don't know what else I would be tempted to get, but like at the same time, like I'm happy with MP10, but I'm getting Magic Square.
Oh, Magic Square.
The Magic Square Prime, and I might even get the MP44 to check it out. So it's kind of like one of those things. Like I say I would, but it's like someone comes along and makes a Bumblebee that looks pretty cool to check out. Maybe I'm checking it out. So
they reel you back in. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Magic Square I heard is already shipping out too. I think it's.
That's interesting. That's quicker than I expected.
Yeah, so it's ready to go, and I may buy that one too. I have a pre-order for 44, but
yeah,
I may try the Magic Square. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. All right. So, how did you get your nickname?
So I get this one a lot, and basically, I had a habit for a long time of making screen names related to a car I owned or something like that.
Yeah.
Like on the TFW boards. Well, before that was like I had Demon RS, which was just a nickname for my old RS Camaro I had, and then eventually I got a 2002 SS, so I just switched it to Demon SS, which most people just think it's demons, but it's not. Yeah, and then so when I went and made YouTube, I think those were both taken because who's not going to have demons, for the most part. And I was past the Demon RS name, so I put T2Rx. I thought I said 7 because I had a Turbo 2 RX-7, and I typoed. And it was T2Rx6, and that's just how it is.
Oh, okay. So it's basically an accident, basically what it was.
It's a total accident.
Awesome.
So, and it just stuck and I had it, and I'm like, it was that back in the day when YouTube would let you make accounts as opposed to just having I think now you have to kind of either have a real name or a full email associated with it. Yeah. Like I have the JMJ211. Oh, there's my email. Thanks everyone. But I have that one as my email. But I also have the T2Rx6, which I use. And since it just viewed videos for many years, it really wasn't important,
Yeah.
So
well, now I think you have to be attached to Google. You have to have an iTunes account. You have to have everything. You have to have 13. I think you have to have a Netflix account.
Pretty much. I'm waiting until you need one of those real IDs from your DMV or something to.
Oh yeah. You got to scan that shit into somebody. And you're like, I don't know where my ID went. All that stuff. All right, cool. That's cool. So I know who your favorite character is, but tell everybody else who your favorite character in Transformers is and why.
So easily, single character is definitely Jazz. I mean, why? Mostly because I love the alt mode. I mean, it's one of my favorite cars, and outside of that, he was a cool character. He never was kind of just like you look at him like, oh, he's so annoying, you know, like in the G1 TV show. Like Optimus Prime was cool, but like I always like the cars more than the semi truck, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's kind of why Jazz has stuck with me for so long. Nice. And then like as cool as like construction vehicles like Devastator is, like I've always had this love for rescue vehicles for whatever reason. And so like if it's going combiners, then it's Defensor is my absolute favorite and I'll never forget, like, so I got this one from Jonathan Wayne. I like Jonathan Wayne, but
that's a great dude, man.
John Davis. But anyway, he sent me the little, I forget, is this Iron Factory? Yeah, but the it's the Ratchet, and I'll just like this just reminds me it's the perfect size of the G1 First Aid, and like I just remember one of my earliest memories I can think of is I was sick, and I went to the doctor's, and there was a kid playing with Metroplex, which I had. And then he like opened the chest and the little ambulance came out. I'm like, what's that? You know, and like somehow First Aid stuck with me like my entire life as this toy that I always wanted and never had. And then like I bought it when I got my first job out of college in like 2000 and like I went out of college in 2005. So I must have bought it in like 2006 or 7 when I'm like, I have disposable income.
Yeah.
And I bought a Defensor, and you know, I was so happy to have it as an adult. And that kind of kickstarted it, you know.
That's awesome. See, that's what collecting is about, man. It brings you back to your childhood. Like it pinpoints a certain, you know, time in your, you know, childhood that you remember. You're like, you know, and it's awesome that little toy just brings you back to that, you know, great memories and everything.
So, yeah, without a doubt.
Awesome. I just want to say thank y'all for coming in, everybody. Really appreciate it. And thank you. We said not to get to this the last couple of hours with you. You guys are my E team. Oh, Win. Appreciate it. I'm the B team. Just remember that, you know. Just remember we're the B team. So yeah, so that's cool about the favorite character. So what is your favorite line to collect?
Favorite line? I mean, I guess the masterpiece related things, whether it's official MP and like I don't even do all MP because I'm not really into the Beast Wars, you know. So I can't really say I'm a full MP collector, but I guess an MPG1 collector, I would say.
Yeah.
Mostly, like I got that Megatron even though I wasn't really into it, and I'll probably get MP44, but I think like every other at least mold I have, you know. So yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I know you talked about you like the alternator line. Remember you?
I did. Yeah, that was one of the first things that like along with the Defensor post college, I remember going to a party with a friend of mine. And, you know, we're engineers, a bunch of nerdy people. And I walked into this one guy's apartment. I'm like, oh, these are really, you know, that's nice. Some nice models like the Impreza and stuff like that they had. I'm like, that's real nice. He's like, it's actually a Transformer. I'm like, what? And like just blew my mind, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, once I got out of school, like I started hunting them down because now I had cash to buy stuff like that. And so I think I have almost all of the alternators, which is a not a very good Transformer line. Like
no, it's not. There's some good ones.
The robots are kind of but the cars
they're hard to transform, to be honest. Man,
they're very hard to transform.
That Mustang, the Wheeljack and Grimlock mold.
Yeah.
Oh, trash. I can't. I never. And the Shockwave too. I didn't like the Shockwave that well either.
I found the Shockwave was okay. The Viper mold was always one of the hardest ones to me.
Oh, the okay,
like
the
Sunstreaker and stuff, and Dead End. So, but I bet you that's why the MP01 Optimus was from alternators. I would not be surprised at all to see Vinyl Tech and alternators because they scale really nice with that truck.
Yeah, I could say that as well. Because let's see, when did he come out? When did MP01 come out? 2000.
It's been a while.
Mid 2000, I think, probably.
Something like that. Let's see.
Like
MP01 Optimus Prime.
And then that's when I remember going to Walmart and Target looking for alternators and everything. I remember I found the Ravage, the Jaguar that transformed just into.
That one was hard to find. Yeah.
Yeah, him and I think Rumble. Was it Rumble? The red one.
Yeah, the Honda Civic.
Yeah. So yeah, it was nice. But yeah, it was a good line, and I always got it. But I have all of them, and I have a couple of the Biotech, whatever, how you call them, whatever.
Yeah.
So
during Kiss players.
I did not get the Kids players. I never got into those. I think there were only a couple, right? I think Optimus and Hot Rod, I think were a couple. One of them.
Yeah, I don't know how many there were.
Trash. But so hey, speaking of, what is your favorite non-transformer that you have? What is one of the things that stands out in your collection that is not a transformer?
Um, That's kind of a good question. Let's see. Also, MPO one was 2003 apparently.
2003.
So
Wow.
maybe he's the one that made the Vinyl Tech stuff come along. I don't know. But
those things are heavy too, man.
Yeah. So favorite thing. I mean, if I'm gonna go, are we sticking to transforming things or anything?
Yeah, I just anything that's
It goes a lot. I mean, most of it's probably going to be the Ghostbuster stuff. Whether I don't know, it's hard to pick if it's the converted Spirit Proton Pack, or the Lego Firehouse is pretty awesome. And then like you can't pick one of the Blitzway Ghostbusters. Like it has to be all four. So I don't know.
It could be all four. It could be a little. It could be a little.
So probably them. I mean, every day I look up from my office and I see the actual cast looking back at me. So
yeah, cool. It's a beautiful display too. I like, and I know you got it from somebody that built that for you. The Ghostbuster.
Actually, someone in my neighborhood made the stand for that detail.
That's awesome. So. Busy Fresh wants to know who your favorite Dragon Ball character is.
Favorite Dragon Ball character is most definitely Vegeta.
Vegeta. Okay. I have no idea who Vagina is, man.
That's fine.
So there you go, Beezy. And then Mayor, he said, thoughts on can we keep up with the Flame Toy prices? 6 or 7 other figures will cost $3,000 at this pace.
I can keep up with it. I'm not buying them, so you go ahead. You release whatever you want. So
I have two. I have two of them, and I have 2 model kits. And that the Star Saber is $450. I'm probably gonna be out on that one.
Is that what he ends up costing? That's crazy.
So.
And, I mean, it's beautiful, but that's a lot of money to sink into it.
I got dripped and I got torn because I really like those characters. I'm not really into Star Saber. I'm not really a Star Saber.
I'm flipping out. Hold on 1 second.
That's all right.
Hey, come here. Yeah. Someone rung the doorbell. So.
Oh, my dog's over there sleeping. Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, somebody there?
Come here. This is my dog. Can you see him?
Hey.
Chase.
Hey, little fella.
So.
Oh, that's a pretty dog. You're a pretty dog.
There's somebody at the door, so he's unhappy right now.
Oh, so. Yeah. My dogs do that too. They start barking. I don't know. They hear a cat outside and they start barking. They're just. Mine are sleeping right now, I think. So as far as the Flame toys, I will do the model kits. They're pretty cool. I built their Starscream, and I'm fixing to put out a little video I did. I went and got him painted, and he looks so beautiful.
Nice. I want to see that. I'm looking forward to seeing that paint job. Are you getting in on all the model kits at this point?
Probably not. I mean, I'll get. I had to get Starscream. And Prime, I got the Prime one.
The Bumblebee looks pretty cool. He's only $50.
Yeah, they're not. They're affordable. Starscream was $30. I think Prime was about $30. And everything.
I find it interesting that Bumblebee seems to have the Action Master like helicopter backpack thing.
Yeah, he does.
So I guess if you can't transform it, might as well give it Action Master.
Yeah, the go-go gadget thing, whatever he's got going on and everything. So yeah, I may be on B2. I don't know. They got a couple other stuff coming out, IDW Primes and everything. If they make a Starscream, I'll definitely get that one. So let's see. So as far as Transformers, what would you like to see Transformers do to prolong, maybe the next 30 years? What would you think that they need to do to keep us interested?
As a franchise, I mean, I don't want to say go to G1, because G1 I feel was like a flash in a pan type thing. You're never going to recreate it. But I think things like Transformers Animated and the Transformers Prime are perfect examples of what to do with the franchise. You got a well fleshed out story by people who clearly had a love for the brand. I don't think you can argue that. I mean, once you got the Beast Hunters for Transformers Prime, it was a little bit weird, but at least the core story was fine. And Animated was someone who grew up loving G1. And you didn't have every single character showing up on a flavor of the week, but they kind of made their way in the background.
Yeah,
and you saw that. Like, I would love to see more like that. And then it even goes on to like the toys that came out of both of those lines were like super well done, you know, like animated, transformed like they did in the TV show. And I mean, Prime, like the alt modes look great and the robot looked great. So I mean, I think those two things hand in hand will make it more successful than just pumping out stuff. And it's almost scary because like I know like Siege and Titans Return and all that stuff. It's like, how many times can you kind of redo G1 again before people are like, I don't need any more primes.
I've heard a lot of people are kind of getting sick of the G1. Like they're, you know, I know that Hasbro and whatever Paramount or thing thinking that, you know, they can still keep, you know, digging into the G1 well, but you know, a lot of people are just like, I want something different. You know, I'm tired of seeing the same stuff. And I asked you this question, and I've asked this before on the channel: is would you want to see a whole new cast of characters, like a whole new, nothing like Optimus or Prime? You know, it'd still be good versus evil. You know, like a different planet and different characters and everything. Would you like to see something like that?
So I think at its core, probably not. Like I'm okay with you introducing new characters and stuff like that, but like I would kind of like to look at a character and kind of mostly understand who they are. Like I mean, I guess that's not really true. Like, because one of my favorites is animated, and it's like Prowl and animated is leagues different than any other incarnation of Prowl we've ever seen. You know? Bumblebee's kind of the same, but like. Yeah, so I don't know.
It's hard, little kid thing, whatever, teenager, kind of a quirky teenager.
Exactly. Like it's hard to say. I wouldn't want to see them be completely different, but at the same time, like having those recognizable names kind of to me draws me in a little bit more. It's like you can play with how they act and all that stuff more.
What they had a new cartoon and everything that went with it and everything, like a whole like the G1 cartoon, you know, when we was a kid. What if they had a whole new fiction behind it? Not, I mean, you know, not bring, you know, toys into, you know, not to bring like a new line or something. They'd have to have a backstory, like a fiction.
I mean, I'd like to see it, but I still think you need to, at the very least, reference what came first.
Like Beast Wars did.
You know, like I don't know how many people are watching Rescue Bots, but it's like Rescue Bots is a whole new cast of characters. They're, you know, you can like the characters and like, but they ultimately, like, you know, well, here's Optimus Prime makes a little comment here and there. You're like, okay, that's fine. We still know Optimus exists over here somewhere. I can enjoy.
Yeah.
So, and like, I think that's okay to do something like that would be okay, but it's like, let's not discard everything. You know, like the Transformers lore is so huge at this point. Like, what's wrong with taking a subsection of characters like IDW did that nobody gave any backstory? Go ahead, give them something, make them an interesting focus, and then Optimus is just in the background, like, oh yeah, you got this mission going on, you know, report back later or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, something like the, you know, the Wreckers and stuff. You know, they had like a sub story of them. You know, they did. You know, you would see, you know, the main core characters once in a while, but not very often. They would be more focused on, you know, the new Wreckers and all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a good way to do it. I don't think there's anything wrong with making new characters or anything like that, but make sure you tie in the old ones in some way, even if it's just way in the background.
I got you. I like to say a whole new stuff, but you know, because I'm just a big Transformer fan, so I wouldn't care. So, do you have a Grail figure that you were like you would love to have? You know, just money wouldn't be no option. What would you like?
With money being no option, like a pristine, like actual G1 Minerva would be pretty cool. He's super expensive and usually yellowed, and I guess sometime in the last like 10 years, some company made a knockoff of her, and like it's fine, but like it's clearly a knockoff. You know, like I would like, even if it was a reissue at this point, it'd be cool to have the real character. I don't know. Again, it just Minerva as a character. I hated Master Force, you know, like I don't care about Master Force, but it's still a rescue vehicle, you know. It's like
that's true.
That draws me back into it, so you know.
So you're excited for the Fans Hobby doing the?
I
know he's talking about that Sharecast and everything.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I like the their Power Baser. He's up there, so you know, I really enjoy him. So
a good figure. Fans Hobby is really good. They got some good stuff coming out, and they I've gotten most of their stuff. Their monster bots are really good too.
Yeah, I've never checked out their monster bots. Maybe someday. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with their Overlord because he is awfully big.
He's
So,
big. Yeah.
I mean, once you get I guess the God Bomber stuff on their power baser, like he's gonna be almost just as big. So I don't know. We'll see.
Did you see the picture?
Down the road.
Did you see the picture with him and the MMC one?
I don't think
Man, this dude towers him. And the MMC one's pretty big too. And this one, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna put him. So, you know, are you? Do you plan on giving your collection to Little Man, to Cheeks?
If they want it, you know, when I'm older, if they want it. I mean, obviously not right now, but you know, when I'm older, if they want it. If I feel like I'm on my way out the door, then maybe not. Maybe I'll take care of it because you know there's a lot of stuff to weed through. At least I'll just leave him the stuff that's valuable. So
that's true. Yeah. So is he taking interest in? Is he taking interest in like the rescue bots or anything? Or
they go all over the place. One day it's his favorite thing to play with, and then the next day they don't come out in. You know, so. Mostly he's in the Matchbox cars, so that's what I was into when I was little. So who knows?
Me too.
Maybe
I love tractors.
Yeah,
I love tractors as a kid for some reason. I had a little
dump trucks.
Oh, dump trucks, nice. I remember I had a little farm place set or something. It was like a plastic sheet, and it was like a farm, and it had like a barn and stuff. I remember I had chickens and everything. I had tractors and everything. I like John Deere for some reason. I'm in Arkansas, so. You know, I just remember that as a kid.
Understandable.
Okay, so, if not, I don't want anything bad happen to you, but if you could have one last meal, what would it be?
Last meal?
Yep.
That's a good question. I don't know. Nothing jumps out to me. You know what I really want to do? It's always been a goal of mine. I want to eat at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant because, like, you know, I love watching his TV shows. And so, like, really would like to eat at one of his restaurants. So I'm not going to say a specific meal, but something in one of his restaurants, you know, maybe personally cooked by him.
I would say, would he have to be there? Would he cook it for himself?
I would prefer that.
That'd be pretty cool. That's a good answer. Good answer. I have to give you that. I've got a lot of people have asked is pizza, Chicago deep dish pizza, and some other stuff.
It's so easy though, you know, like that's not like a I'm dying. This is the last thing I want to eat before I bite the dust type thing.
Mine would be Crystal, so you know whatever. I love some Crystal burgers. So
White Castle with one deluxe.
Oh yes, we went to White Castle. Actually, our first TFCon.
Yep, that's right.
And the wife.
Someday we'll repeat that journey.
Oh yeah, we definitely will. So what's a dream vacation for you and the family? What would be a dream? No, like the money, no anything. What would be a dream vacation?
So it probably depends if the kids are coming or if the kids are not coming.
Let's say the kids are not coming. Let's do both. If the kids are coming and the kids are not coming.
So I suspect probably with the kids something that you know either. I think it'd be fun to go to like one of the beaches, like the all-inclusive type resorts that have kids activities and stuff like that. And like Disney World's up there too. But like, you know, I love like tropical places. So I think that'd be fun to do. If the kids were not joining us, I don't know, you could go a bunch of places. I really want to go to Australia. I think Australia would be a lot of fun. Yeah. But I don't know if it's necessarily like something that would be fun for kids to do. Because it's not like I'm not saying let's go to a theme park.
Yeah.
But I want to go and see a bunch of things, and so it's probably boring for a kid. So
and plus, there's like I think every animal there could kill you know and everything. So you know, I would love you.
Too many.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to go. I mean, go see Lenny and Adrian and all that stuff.
It'd be awesome. I'd love to go to Australia.
Yeah.
I've been to Japan once. I wouldn't mind going back, but since I've been there, I'd rather see something else. Yeah, so I don't know. I think places like that.
I'd love to go to Japan. That'd be a great time. I think that'd be a good time. I'd be the right height with everybody. Almost.
You should sneak into a suitcase with Joe KW. Let him take you every year.
Yeah, doesn't he go like every other month? I think or something like that.
Something like that. They're always there.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, and so
if buys enough stuff, you probably could hide in a suitcase to get back and forth. You know.
I'll just cuddle with all his all their little figures and stuff. So,
just I see the big hall on the floor that they
I'm
always
sitting
do.
by 'em.
You're just lying in the middle of it,
I'm sitting in the corner like with my finger like this. Like that.
Anyway,
Why what got you into I don't know if anybody knows, but you're into cars and you really like cars a lot. So what got you into that? Is it just as a
probably
kid
my
or something?
dad. He's always been into it, and back when I was, I guess, a teen, like he had a friend. Well, yeah, he bought a '74 Corvette that he was fixing up, and made another friend that had like a '72 or '76. I can't remember. I used to know a lot more about Corvettes than I can anymore.
Yeah.
But I think he had a '72, and so they kind of talked about it and fixed it up, and then like that guy's son, who was like I think like 6 years older than me, got into like drag racing. So then my dad and his friend were like working on the car with his son, and then I'd come over and kind of hang out and take it in, and just kind of slowly taught me things, and as a result got me into things related to cars too.
Nice. Cool. That's awesome. Something you can do with your dad. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. So, well, big question is, why are you not doing reviews anymore? And are you going to do them again?
Time.
Okay.
Time is the big answer. Just that, I mean, back before I moved to Delaware here, when my wife was working, I had every Friday to myself because I only work 4-day weeks.
Oh, gotcha.
And so it's like every Friday was wide open. It's like, well, what am I going to do for the 10 hours she's gone? Like, well, I can sit and film a review and then sit there and edit the hell out of it, and then be like, well, that wasn't good enough. Let me go reshoot that. And like here, it's like, okay, if I'm going to do a review, I want to be done in like an hour at most, which means like I really need to make sure I understand every aspect of this toy, so I don't have to reshoot it 700 times. You're doing something, you're like, oh, messed that up. Let me just put it all the way back and redo it again so it works. Like, you don't have the time to do that. And then like my wife tells me, she's like, well, go ahead and do it if you want. It's like, yeah, but then like I want to hang out with my family and not feel like I'm neglecting them and stuff like that. And then like probably the biggest thing is like there's not much that is coming out that I'm excited about, like I got the fans toys just recently, got the fans toys. The heck's his name?
Which one is it? Who?
Scourge? Which one? I can't remember which one. Cyclonus. Yeah. That's the one. Scourge is the soap dish. That's right. But yeah, so I got him in, and it's like, but everybody else has already reviewed them. So like I could do it and people probably watch, they'll probably like it, but like am I gonna get the payoff of if I had it the day it came out, or like the week it came out? And like so it's trading that time versus payoff for me. Like, I don't know about it. And the G1 stuff for me is coming so few and far between. It's like, okay, I think like I got the TFC Optimus Prime, that one that's the G.I. Joe crossover.
Yeah.
It's just sitting in a pile of loot right now. I'm like, well, I'll ship it eventually, but it's like by the time I ship it, does anybody care except for me? So I don't know.
That's not true. I don't care. I mean, I watch your stuff, but I'm late to everything. I just did Fans Toy Cyclonus the other day or yesterday, and I just do it because I love it. I like doing it. And I don't get things.
That's an important reason to do it. I mean, honestly, it is.
Yeah. So, well, I don't get things quick. I mean, I don't get things first, but I did. I take that back. I just did get the Zeta Toys Silverbolt.
Yeah.
And, nobody has done reviews. I think a couple overseas have, but I think I was the first.
I know. I saw it pop up, so I could save that one. So when I went through my queue, I'll be there. So.
I loved it. So, so what the question is, do you think you'll ever get back into?
I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I don't think my spark to do reviews is gone necessarily. Okay. I just don't know if I want to devote the time to it that I have, so that to me is kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Do I I've been known for being thorough on the transformations. Like, well, I can skip that, and I could just kind of point out, things that are a problem, or if I see something to fix, I could do that. Just offer thoughts. I'm like, I could just, what got me into reviews in the first place was watching people review old stuff, like even G1. Like, I know how Optimus Prime transforms. I don't care about that, but like, I like that nostalgia trip it brought. So I'm like, maybe I go through and try to make a complete GoBot collection and just like, okay, let's review every one of these from start to finish, like, I don't know. So I've been trying to figure that out, and, I don't think I'm done. I just don't know where I'm going yet. So
yeah. Do you miss it?
Sometimes. So, I mean, like the work associated with it, obviously not, but like the interacting with people, I think is, I mean, that's the big thing is like, I have people who every week stop by and like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And like, it's fun to interact with them. And like, I don't have that anymore right now. So, I miss that part of it, the social aspect.
Well, that's why I do the, let's talk about stuff like a quick, simple 2-3 minute thing, asking questions. And I ask, what do you think about, this and everything. I love doing that because I like interacting and everything, all that stuff. So that's good. So
yeah, cool. I think I mean, don't watch too closely, but I think at some point, something will come out. I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. So I just saw Lotus Stark had uploaded his like his GoBot collection. Like, that like, they're all looking and beautiful. I'm like, I wish to have that same collection and review every one of them as I go. So
yeah. I'll have to go back. I'll go check his channel. I guess I missed that. I didn't see him.
Yeah, he uploaded it this morning. So.
Okay. That's why I probably haven't checked it and everything else. Okay. Well, do you have any advice? If anybody's out there, all the 11 people that's watching us, do you have any advice for reviewers? Future reviewers, because there's a lot of viewers now, and you have to stand out. With something. Because everybody's doing reviews now. There's a lot of people doing reviews now. So do you have any advice for people? Because you're one of the OGs. You've been around for a while. How long have you been doing reviews?
I have no clue anymore. So
wow.
I think it's been like 8 years. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I don't know. The current state of things has not been like, I mean, that's the thing. There's been so much time put into it, and it's like the other channels come along and blow up more, and it's like you got to enjoy what you do, because your Bobbies come along who they are very engaging with the audience and stuff like that. And it's like, it's hard to compete. It's like, so it can be discouraging. So number one, just do do it if it makes you happy. Like if you enjoy doing it, do it. If it doesn't do it, don't expect to be paying bills or anything with it, because
don't expect to get money.
Back in the day, like it's been like 3 or 4 years now, but like I was getting like $400 a month from YouTube, and now they're like, here's like $20. I'm like, thanks. So don't be doing it for the money. Be doing it for the fun. That's the most important thing. And I don't think it's bad to copy someone's style a little. I mean, like, figure out what you like in a reviewer, and kind of if that's the direction you want to go, do it that way. Like, you do the videos where you're facing the camera and you're holding it like this, like, that's your thews or whatever, like, I don't do it that way. I do the PR style where you just see my hands,
Right.
So it's kind of like, find what you think works for you and try to engage those types of people, in your own way. So
well, that's what I mean. I asked for, whenever I started doing a review, I asked you and Bobby and everything for help and everything. And Bobby, one thing that Bobby's always said to me that stuck with me was, they don't watch me for they don't watch the Transformers. They watch it for me, but they don't watch my reviews because of the Transformers usually, because they can always go watch anybody.
Yeah.
They watch me, because I'm kind of, I guess, entertaining. I guess, I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
and be genuine. Like people are watching Matt because people want to know what Matt thinks about XYZ thing. So yeah.
And I think people watched you, and I was like watching you because, like you said, you're the technical part. You're very technical. You would point out stuff that when you point out stuff, I'll be like, God dang, I missed that. Like I didn't even know that was there, and everything. So it's refreshing to watching. Congratulations, man! I know you had 1 million view
yeah, that
video.
damn bumblebee.
Yeah, damn bumblebee.
That's one of those things. I'm like, should I just go out and find like just like the random bumblebee toy and like here's the whatever the new movie is. I guess it's the Bumblebee movie. How could I forget that? Yeah. But yeah, like here's the Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, and just see if it gets its 1,000,001 views. What's it up to now? I don't even know.
So when you were watching that, were you expecting that to be? I know you wasn't expecting that to hit so many. So I mean, did you watch it and be like, what the hell? Why is this?
I have not gone back to watch it, but it's been surpassed. It's at 1,333,000 reviews.
Wow.
The first Rescue Bots review I did up to 2.5 million now.
God dang.
Yeah. But most people don't like that one because I didn't read the instructions for Heatwave because you're like, it's a Rescue Bot. Who cares? You move one thing and it moves. Well, he had flip out feet and like, you missed the feet, idiot. It's like, well, I'm glad you figured out how to do it.
Yeah. I hate when they do that.
4%, but it's been watched 2.5 million times. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
I don't, I've looked at those videos and like I never expected that Bumblebee to do 1 million views. I don't know. So awesome. It's a 17-minute review on a deluxe toy. That's one of the things that I go back on. Like I look at these things and I'm like, my old videos, like they took forever. Like I talked way too much on them. We need 17 minutes on a $10 deluxe toy.
Yeah.
I mean, by today's money, it's like $20 deluxe, but
you're very technical, man. You have to point out everything. So
it's too much. That's probably why I don't have time for reviews because I make 20-minute reviews on a $10 toy.
Yeah, I try. Well, I figured out that I think the attention span for Transformer collectors are very small. So I try not to go over 10 to, especially not over 15 minutes. But I say that my last two reviews, the Cyclones one took over almost 20 minutes. But
well, I feel like certain figures they need to, especially yeah. But going back, they don't need to be that long. If you can make
deluxe,
it's probably better.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. All right. Well, I got one more. I think we've been around 30 minutes. I don't want to keep you very much long. I don't want to keep you that long. But where do you see T2Rx6 reviews in 5 years?
I don't know. I don't know. It goes back to not really knowing the direction I want to go right now. Okay. It probably largely depends on what's being presented to me too. And going way back on questions when it's like, where do you see yourself collecting and stuff? If you make your Transformers Primes and you're animated and you make some fiction that grips me, probably turn around and buy those toys from the store. I don't need another G1 representation of Optimus Prime that Siege is. But you go ahead and make some unique Optimus Prime on a story that you're like, wow, that was really cool. Then I might be buying it. So, 5 years from now, if Hasbro has whatever the next Transformers Prime is, maybe I'm buying those and showing those on YouTube because there'll be at that time $50 deluxe that only takes 10 minutes to review.
Oh man, deluxe is starting $50, man. Oof, I might be
at some point. Who knows? So,
do you think? Would you collect? Sorry, I'm asking you another question. Would you collect MP style animated or Prime? Would you collect that?
Prime probably not because I feel like it's already I'm past that line. The lasting impact that animated had on me. I love those toys so much. Yeah. I love the fiction. I think if they're here's a MP sized Prime and a bulkhead that scales appropriately, you'd have to be larger and all that. I think I'd be in. I mean, I definitely could see getting something like that. Yeah, I would do that. So I've always wanted to see third party tackle it.
Oh yeah, me too. I think we will. I mean, we're seeing the Prime, the non-transforming ones. We saw that the Shanghai show, everything. So I think it's coming. Like you and like Bobby always says, they're going to start branching off to other.
Yeah, they have to at some point. So I've always wanted to see Like the animated Optimus Prime was always just the semi with like the axe folded up on his back. Like he was the full fire truck in the TV show. Like I want to see the back half of the fire truck.
Yeah.
You know, who's not making that add-on kit to make my fire truck, you know?
They're doing, we saw a MP version of animated, or not animated, I'm sorry, Armada Prime coming. So I don't know. Hopefully it has articulation, because the original toy, you know, like you said, they had a deluxe one with it was you know, possible, but then the leader class one just had the A stance.
Yep.
With the stuff and everything. It was trash, but
and you know, most of the time that little motor broke and it didn't work anymore.
Yeah. You know what? I say it's trash, but I have 4 modes of that damn thing. I was at a point where. What's that?
I have one in the basement somewhere.
I was at the point where I was collecting everything. I was grabbing. It didn't matter. Anime. I don't know why I keep saying anime. Armada was. I started with RID, and I've told this everything. But Armada really got me into. I walked into a Walmart and I saw Armada Starscream, and that's it. I found eBay and everything. So everything. Where do you see? One more question before we go. Where do you see Shattercast in? Where do you see Shattercast in 5 years?
Shattercast. You know,
again,
it depends on what Transformers is doing. I mean, I feel like a lot of times our best shows are not related to talking much about the toys. We like kind of blow through the news and just kind of start talking. So it's like as long as sci-fi exists, you know, your Marvels, your Star Wars, your DCs, like I think there will always be things to talk about. Will they be Transformers? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I think we can branch off into other stuff. I think, like I told you every time, that I think people are not really listening to us about Transformer news, because you could find that crap anywhere. They're listening to us.
The Transformers started the fan base, and like, you know, people are not there. Just there's better outlets to get news. Nobody is listening to a podcast to get news 5 days later.
No, hell no. No, not at all. Oh, if you are, then you know, more power to you. If you are doing that, that's cool. But yeah, I think 9 times out of 10 people are not really. They don't care about the. Plus, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyways, well, come to the end. Thank you so much. I had a great time, dude. You were welcome. You know, you're welcome anytime. I mean, that's a given. You know, and everything. I love you like a step cousin. You know, we've known each other for a while and everything, and I love your family and everything. I just really appreciate you taking time out to come on my little show and everything. So
absolutely. But I'm a little concerned about the implications of loving me like a step cousin from someone who lives in Arkansas. Just
that is true. We would, I get what you're saying, but it wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't be like that. But but I've met your family and everything. I can't wait to meet the other little one, other cheeks and everything. And it sucks that his cheeks are going away. Are they going away?
He's getting older. So
he's growing into them. Damn it. Yeah. My wife's like, every time she saw a picture, she's like, man, he's got some big old cheeks. You know. But yeah, thank you once again. I really appreciate it. You can come on anytime. I'd love to have you back on.
Absolutely. We'll definitely do it again sometime.
I had a great time. And thank you all, everybody that watched. I really appreciate it. Go down there and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. Go down there and sub, all that good stuff. And I guess I'll see you on the next review. And as always, hail Hasbro. And good night, folks.
Good night.
Stop this. I won't.